Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone who may stumble upon this video. And this is actually my first time to record a reaction video of a film. Not to mention, it's not really my cup of tea because I'm really used to just talking with people regarding our thoughts and opinions regarding films, movies, video games, and sometimes even social issues. But yeah, this is my initial reaction regarding Batman 2022, directed by Matt Reeves, starring namely Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Peter Sarsgaard, Andy Serkis, and also Colin Farrell. So for the most part, I've been waiting for this movie for a long time, and I think we should have gotten this around 2020. Well, you know, pandemic happened, so everything got pushed back. But yeah, my initial thoughts on this movie is I really wanted to like this movie. I'm a big Batman fan since I was a kid. Basically, watch most of the Batman movies. And started with Batman 1989. I think it's 89. Michael Keaton and Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and then also the Dark Knight trilogy, and the majority of the animation as well. So when Ben Affleck, I think, posted something about him starring in a solo Batman movie, I was really much hyped up for it. Number one, because he portrayed the Batman the way it should have been in the first place. Mostly comic accurate Batman, especially for the action scenes that we've seen in BVS. It was really hard for the most part, and then that got canceled, and they moved over to recruiting Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne Batman. There are a lot of mixed reactions on that casting, certainly myself also. I wasn't confident that Robert Pattinson would be able to do a good job, but he did star on some awesome movies as well. So besides Twilight, which I think is a load of shit. But yeah, going back to this movie, I really wanted to love this movie because I waited for it for such a long time, and sadly, my initial thoughts, it wasn't really that great. Was it a good movie? People can debate yes, sometimes probably no. And it really boiled down to how long the movie was and some offhanded woke propaganda that they placed in. But besides that, it was a fairly grounded movie, fairly grounded superhero movie that everyone could probably relate to. And Robert Pattinson's Batman, he did a very great job portraying the Dark Knight, as we would expect from him. And also, um, he was very intimidating and also very brutish, the type of Batman you would expect. But on the Bruce Wayne side, that's where things get messed up, or at least muddied up. I'm not gonna say anything further about that. You guys have to watch it in order for you to believe it. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, one of the best characters in this movie. Besides that one sentence that she uttered midway, probably in the second or third act, almost threw me off, and also I really wanted to exit the theater after hearing that from her character. And I think the most standout actor here would be Colin Farrell as a Penguin, because they really mixed it up to the point that you won't be able to identify who starred as the Penguin, and you can't really see Colin Farrell when you look at the Penguin's character. So that was pretty good. Yeah, I also love Gotham because Gotham was more of an additional character in this movie rather than just a place. It's very dark and it's very dirty. It's probably comparable to Batman Begins Gotham. If you could imagine a place when you go and you could totally see that, oh yeah, there's no future here. This won't be able to be developed. There's no hope here. That's the kind of Gotham you would be expecting, and you'll be receiving on this one. I think my main gripe with this is it somehow didn't really know the direction it wanted to go, and by that, when the movie's nearing its end, it's like they prepared two different endings. Not sure why they did that, but I guess we'll know in the next movie. But I think Matt Reeves already announced that he's planning for a Batman spin-off series featuring a Penguin. Not particularly interested in that one because I want to see a Batman film and also a Batman series properly made. And for the most part, he did a very good job. But it's nowhere close to the trilogy, Nolan trilogy. It has its own strengths. Certainly has a lot of weaknesses as well. I really can't compare it to The Dark Knight for obvious reasons. If you really did watch it, The Dark Knight has a certain type of magic, especially when they had the Heath Ledger. So the writing, you could say that there are technical problems in that movie, but in the end, did it serve its purpose? Yes. And I actually watched Batman Begins again, and I find it a lot more enjoyable rather than watching this one. So my advice to people going in and watching this almost 3 hour long movie is just enjoy it for what it is, and n- you will not go you're not going to get a perfectly made movie from Matt Reeves because Matt Reeves, it seems like this is just a pilot move for whatever project he has in store for everyone. But yeah, is it recommendable? Definitely. People who enjoy Batman or superhero movies would probably enjoy this far more than I did. The main reason why I didn't enjoy it, it's more on the technical aspect. Character wise, as I said a while ago, Robert Pattinson delivered a great job as Batman. So did Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. Paul Dano as the Riddler. Yeah, a bit like that, but his character did become much better towards the end. Um, yeah, there are a lot of stuff I could say here, but I'm not going to say it as of now. So, a verdict on it initially, right now, I need to rank this justifiably. I really can't rank it that high just because there are some parts that I almost slept because of how long it was. And if you're a big fan of detective movies, slow dragging types, you will probably enjoy it a lot more. We do see that side of Bruce. No, yeah, sorry, Bruce Wayne, also Batman, doing some more detective stuff rather than just beating up bad guys. We also saw that in Batman Begins and also The Dark Knight, but it was more emphasized here. We're seeing a lot of that, and also him working closely with Jim Gordon. Parts of the fourth act you could do without, but yeah, then again, seems to love it. Looking at the reviews right now, and what I'm seeing is Seeing the Batman having around 8.5s, 85%. Rotten Tomatoes. Not sure how accurate that one is. In Fandango, it's 95%, very high. I'm not sure if that's justifiable. When you look at the audience rating summary, it's around 4.1 out of 13,000 votes or ratings. So, me being a justified person, I am. um, I have to rate this around 7. And does it warrant another showing or me watching it again? Yeah, but at this point, I have no desire rewatching this movie in the near future. And that says something about it. Usually, when I enjoy a movie, I have no problems watching it the next day. But in this case, it's very slow and very long. So, hopefully, Matt Reeves does listen to the fans in regards to the cons of Batman 2022 or the Batman. And yeah, not saying any more further. I might have a panel discussion sometime this week or next. Depends on how many people I could get in. But if you are interested in some reviews, especially locally here in the Philippines, you could check out these guys. If you don't get to see it, their link will be in the description box below. The name of the page is, or at least the group is Tambayang Talong, featuring Watch, Flick Friends, and also Evanders. 3 awesome content creators and also gamers. They regularly talk about movies and stuff. So go ahead and check their page out. And yeah, if you don't have any plans this weekend, you can go ahead and watch this one as well. Or this week, sorry. I'm still in the weekend mode. So take care, guys, and enjoy. Bye bye.